But yeah, anyway, he's not here tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we could maybe do without him altogether, you know.
I think you could retire him. It's he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting a bit past it now, and he's spending more time on his Xbox thing.
Yeah, he's just got no sort of company.
No, that's why he only gets as far as 6 episodes. You know, he gets as far as
no stopping power. Yeah.
And then, a new game's out. And yeah. Oh, all right. Hey, we're on. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday night's edition of the eModels live stream. I forgot where it was then.
Yay!
And you may know it's just the two of us tonight. Yeah.
I think because there's two of us, we don't get little pictures down in the bottom corner. So if you're not talking and it's not locked on you can do whatever you like.
Oh well, I've got a little.
We get them, but they don't get them. They don't get to see behind the curtain.
Right, so I can give it you that.
Yeah, but only when you're not talking.
Right. I must remember that. Yeah. You must notice there's just two of us tonight. Me and him, Chris, because Foxx has cried off. He's taken his ball and gone home. So yeah.
He says his internet's playing up, but he also said that yesterday when his stream didn't work properly, but he was quite hungover as well. So he might still be a bit hungover and not able to make it because of personal reasons.
I see. I didn't. You say not getting into the weekend live streams with you guys or doing it the other place. I didn't realise Fox was over. Has he been celebrating?
Yeah, he was out on Saturday night.
Now everything's
yes,
everything falls into place now. I would hope we have a letter from his mum next week saying. So yeah, well, Foxx he is in chat, so if he is out there, and plus as well, we get a chance to speak as well this week.
But that means we have to speak as well. So
yeah, right.
He does say in chat, "I can hear you." So we probably shouldn't talk too much about him. We'll just ignore the fact that he's not here and get on with it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes next week. If he's not back next week, we could start looking out for a new presenter.
Oh, that's true. Yep. Festa 67's workshop, Colin, does say of the Foxx that he'll do anything to avoid what's in store because it is his week this week, isn't it?
It is his week. Yeah, he has sent them.
So. Yeah, he's made some up and sent them to me, and I'll be doing them in a little while.
Yeah, made them up as being the operative word, I think.
So it is all Fox's fault that what's in store this week.
Yeah, I think it was a case of he pressed the button, the first half a dozen things that came up on the screen, he chose them.
I thought it was quite good this week. Better than his normal efforts.
Yeah, well, perhaps we should start anyway. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the eModels live stream with Ted at eModels.co.uk and eModels.co.uk. Same really. Yeah, if you've got any shout-outs, begging letters, freebies, questions, send them to Ted at eModels.co.uk. I think it's usually at this stage that Foxx does his spiel and things like that, and I usually switch off then. I can't remember where it is.
Yeah, it's normally the thing about if you're watching anywhere that isn't YouTube, click on the little YouTube icon, come and join the chat, talk to us in the chat. If you've got any the question shout out and everything, do the Ted at eModels.co.uk and be nice to everybody and stuff, but I don't listen either.
He does say something about you can type your questions in chat. Chat moves quite fast, so sometimes we don't get a chance to see it. Type it in bold, big letters, capital letters, a bigger font, so that it gives us a chance to see it. And yes, it does move so fast that if we don't miss it on purpose. Oh, this is really rude. But if we do miss your question and the chat disappears, just type it again until we pick it up. That's about it.
Yeah.
So anyway, who's in tonight then, Chris? I know that is your little bit.
Yeah, I normally do that bit. Yeah, I'll have a look back at the top of the chat. The first one I see in there at the moment is Ray from Malta. Ray's talking to Dad, so I assume Dad's in there as well before the chat picked up for me. As I said, we got Festa 67's workshop being all modish in there, Colin. And Daddy's there as well, also modding. And I'm in there, but I'm not really modding tonight. I'm being pretty on camera. We have Robert, Ashley Sparrowhawk, Bobbington's in. I just got a text from Foxx saying I've already fallen out. So yes, he's not going to be on camera at all tonight. He's not even going to be in chat very much. He'll keep running downstairs and rebooting his internet. We've got Matt Bradford, Paul Tomasso's in. He picked up a pack of Jaffa cookies that he found at the dollar store. He's not sure if they're the real thing. They're not. If they're Jaffa cookies, that's not right. First off, it's Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cakes,
yeah. Cookie, no.
Whether you're American or otherwise, they're never cookies, they're cakes.
Yeah. We've got Phil Kett, David Wright, running through there. Model making guru, but he's not there anymore, so that's okay. Nana Sunrise is in. Evening all. Finally have the day off, so welcome.
Oh,
Spid's in, Spiddy Q8. Sergeant Bones is in. He's been waiting for 7 hours, apparently. I don't know where you've been waiting, because we haven't been here. Talking about getting set up and running and pressing the buttons. Glenn G, evening all. Country Mama's in, so asking if it's plugged in. Paul Horner, Wayne Hayward. I was going to say Harwood then, but it's not. Swigging Pig, Rusting Customs Models. Quite a Man, Donald McKenzie. Sadstar, Michael Brown, Wayne Lazenby, and I'm not reading anything else now. Chrissy Bond, Chancer's in, AJ, Mark Dale, Lewis Williamson, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, and Anders Ericsson's in, and Frogspawn. And that seems to be everybody, I think. If I've missed you, I apologise, but as we said, chat moves quick and we can't always tell what's what. I did notice somebody in chat complaining that we weren't going to get a Fox's fact of the day, so I've just googled fact of the day.
Oh, good.
And the fact of the day that came up is the biggest Dalmatian litter ever was 18 puppies, so there weren't 101 of them.
Yeah,
but quite a lot. 18 in one Dalmatian birth. So there we go. It's not related to the day in question, but it's just a fact, and it happened today that I read it out. So there you go.
No. Foxx is back with this. He rebooted his booter, he unplugged it, plugged it back in again. Usually works, does the job. Have you been building this week then, Chris? Have you been doing?
I've built nothing this week. Absolutely nothing. I kept meaning to, and then I just didn't. I just haven't done anything. No. I don't know if Foxx has done anything this week. He's been busy, but we can't ask him. So should we move on to the next thing?
Ask me.
Have you done anything this week, Ted?
I've been sort of busy this week actually. Yeah, I've finished the submarine.
Yay! Woo! Woo!
You didn't know that. Yeah, look, I'm going to try and do this with a wobbly cam. I'm going to take the camera off the top of the telly.
Have you locked it on you?
Yeah, I'll lock it on me.
Lock it on you, then I can talk and it won't lock on me.
I'll take the camera off the top of the telly, and you'll probably see all the rubbish, all the other junk that's in the room.
Get to see behind the curtain.
As I'll take it off, and we'll sort of, I'll try and show
not that bit. No, we can see your bald spot there. No, not that.
It's like Star Trek, isn't it?
You're going to fall off your chair. No, don't fall off your chair.
Right, here is that's a picture. Here is a submarine. You see everything else in the background. I've left this bit down here for the show and tell. I'm going to film this bit and show you all how to do some weathering. I've done the rigging. Coming up to a bit of the rig. It's quite difficult, this, done the rigging up there. I've used some easy line. And some little blocks to put that on. But it's sort of finished.
It's not going to fit in that eModels carrier bag. I know that much.
No, it's that's quite a nice little touch, isn't it? A little carrier bag. That's where all the bits go when I've dropped it. But that's about the best you're going to get, really. Without showing you the junk around the rest of the house. There's a picture. We must put that on the wall sometime. It's been lying there. So.
Foxx says that is indeed a boat of unusual size.
Yeah, I can't even get it. Look, it's that big. I can't even get it all in one shot. But there, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing some updates on Facebook. You know where to find them if you know where to find them. Let's try and get back in shot. So all I've got to do now is film that little bit, show you how to do the weathering on the outside, and then it's done. I'm hoping to do that maybe, if not tomorrow, the day after, because I've got a couple of days at work. By the time I get home from work, I set off from work with good intentions, thinking when I get home, I'll do that bit of filming, I'll do that painting, I'll set everything up. When I come in, sit down with a cup of tea, and that's
it. Fall asleep.
So we'll get around to doing it. So it should be around very soon, and then we'll have a trip down to eModels and pick up my next project.
Have you got a next project?
Well, I have got an next project, and
is it the Titanic?
No, not yet. I heard a bit on the grapevine. I believe that the Titanic has got a bit delayed. They put the release date back. I know there is one or two problems with the sort of shape of it, the hull. Now, whether they're going to try and redo them, I don't know. But I've heard it's being put back a little.
All right. So you've got time to do one more in between that, and then do that after.
I've got time to do one more, and there'll be a little bit more on that later on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for the next eModels build.
Oh, we're not going to do that now. Okay, we'll do it later.
That's if you don't forget. Now, you guys remind me.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. A lot of people in chat are quite impressed with the size of your submarine.
Yeah. Well, I cannot lie. I like big
submarines.
Submarines.
Frogspawn says that tank needs a resin base.
Yes, I'm going to put it on a sea diorama, which will be about, looking at the table, it's going to be about 5 foot by 4 foot, something like that.
Yeah, and it wouldn't weigh very much at all, would it, if you made it solid resin? No, it'd be fine.
Yeah. So oh, it's still locked on me. People are saying, right,
I hadn't got down that far yet.
No, it's not.
I don't know that they were necessarily complaining, because it means they don't have to look at me.
To keep an eye on the chat and chat at the same time. Right. What's everybody else been up to? And don't forget, belly and bench. What's on your belly and in your bench? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jamie Bone came in and asked where Foxx is, and Foxx has just told him he's only in chat. An exchange fault has made his broadband all fully over. So it's not even Fox's fault, apparently. It's the whole internet's fault. Yeah,
that's it. Blame on somebody else. Claim compensation. I complained. I picked up the telephone and complained in a very loud voice to BT once when mine fell over, and they sent me some cash. Well, so never. It's harm. Nice. Complain, get big, complain, be British, complain.
I don't do the complaining bit. I just look disapprovingly at them, and nothing ever happens. Carl at Making Model is asking, have I had a tidy up? Not particularly. I had a quick shave, but I hadn't done any real tidying. You don't want to look. I'm not going to move my camera around, because no, you wouldn't want to see behind. No.
Man says, was the pick on the floor of the Australian Outback? Yes, it is upside down. It's on the floor because we took it down thinking that we were going to restain the frame. So, but we never got around to it because it takes so long to do.
Right. Have you got to hang it up upside down then?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If you hang it upside down, all the leaves fall off the tree.
All right. Carl can see a space on my desk. Yeah. That was where I had the X-Wing last week. I bought a big storage box to keep bits of that in when I'm not working on it. So yeah, I've cleared it out of the way. I've still got the rather large tank, the Rat, sitting there, but nothing's happened to it this week. I've got Photo-etch to do on it, and it scares me a little bit. So I've been procrastinating and putting it off. I think tomorrow I might.
Yeah, you tend to do that. If you get to a difficult part, you tend to put it off a little bit more, don't you? You tend to.
But the thing is, I don't even know that it's a difficult part. I've actually never done any Photo-etch on a kit yet. I've done the metal earth model folding things, which people say are a bit like Photo-etch. So I'm aware of how it should work and everything. But everyone says all Photo-etch, that's horrible. That it sort of scared me a little bit.
Yeah, well, one tip about Photo-etch is start with fresh super glue. If you're super gluing things on, start with fresh super glue. It does help. Because if you've had it a few weeks, well, more than a few weeks, if you've had it a month or so, it does tend to go off a little bit and doesn't flash off quick. So
no, right. I do tend to use the tiny little tubes, which you can get from like sort of pound stockists, because they do harden in the tube if you don't use them for a little while or whatever, or even if you do use them for a little while. But if they're only tiny little tubes, you can get like 6 or 8 for £1.
yeah,
And when they harden, you just throw them away and open a new one. So
that's
it's quite useful instead of using a big pot that I know I'm not going to use all of. So
well, let's have a look. What's everybody's belly and bench?
yeah, see, the first one I saw there was Frogspawn saying belly, gammon and stuff, bench, now.
Gammon and stuff.
Gammon and stuff, yeah, that sounds quite good.
With pineapple.
I don't know if that might come under the stuff.
Very 80s.
Colin says belly, fruit, bench, cat and editing part 4 of his cat build.
All right. Oh, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see that soon. Of course, that Foxx normally uploads that, so if he hasn't got internet at the moment, it might be delayed. So don't rush on your editing, Colin.
Yeah. That's it. I usually have things sat in the editing pile for my videos for as long as I've been building the submarine. So yeah.
Paul's in at Team Inept. He says my lighting is much better tonight. I've bought some new lights, so I've got big lights over there behind the camera. So I'm all properly illuminated. I feel like a movie star.
Right. Do you put the makeup on the foundation?
No, I don't need it. I've got naturally occurring hair, so it sort of dulls down the light somewhat. If it gets much hotter in here, I might start sweating, and then it might start sheening. But
we go over a quick dust of foundation, a bit of cleavage enhancer. So no,
I don't need cleavage enhancer either. I've got I'm covered there.
It enhances the skin tones, you see.
Fox says bench, some more hamster dudes, and the MG Sazabi. Belly, the most delightful ramen, and Mama Fox's slow cooked chicken. He had that yesterday. He must have slow cooked quite a lot of chicken.
Yeah, but that's probably going down well. He's probably not eaten for 2 or 3 days, but if he's had a hangover, you see. So
I think he did eat. He said something about eating. Yeah. Right.
Ericsson, yeah, it's diet day, isn't it? Bench, you probably know what's on there. Belly, the usual salad, fruit, tea, and coffee diet day. Usual. Yeah.
Ickle Pete says belly, Chinese takeaway. Bench, nothing is in between projects.
Well, yeah, I'm soon going to be in between projects. Marty McFly, a bench, freshly primed.
Where have you gone?
I've gone down a bit.
Oh, you jumped loads. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, because
it's very confusing to keep track when you jump things.
Yeah, it's because you press the little blue down arrow button that it jumps.
I'd never press that.
Going wrong.
Never press the buttons. No. Vincent and Mr. Loth's Model Making says belly, potatoes, tree logs, tiny meatloaf things, and stewed chicory. Bench, finishing up the Hasegawa 148-0 and starting decals on the MG RX-0 Unicorn.
Well, multitasking. Belly, tree logs.
Yeah, they're apparently tiny meatloaf things. They sound nice. Timber's asking me where I'll keep the X-Wing once complete. I have no idea yet. I don't plan things through like that. Yeah. I've got the big 143rd Falcon over there, so it'll probably just sit on top of that uncomfortably. Zadster says there were some cheese and onion Pringles on my bench, so that sort of covers both bench and belly. So yeah, that's...
When there were Pringles, do you try to get your hand inside the tube, or do you tip them out?
You tip them out because my hand doesn't fit inside the tube.
Or if your hand does fit inside the tube, you can't then grip.
Yeah, once you grab them, then your hand doesn't fit outside the tube. So yeah, you don't do
that. Chris, show them your birthday present.
No, not my birthday yet, so I'm not allowed. No, Paul's bought me a birthday present and gave it to me early because it's huge. I can't reach it at the moment because all the lights are in the way. Another week, I'll demonstrate that when I get ready to start it.
It's not going to melt under the lights, and it's not.
No, it's the other side. It's a model kit. It's probably not going to melt. Yeah.
Chancellor says belly sausage casserole, bench Airfix 172nd C47 plus GMS 2 half-ton trucks to go with it. And the the American Air Force Ground Crew set.
Cool. Foxx is saying that when he was a wee lad, he thought the gammons was a fish.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's pig. Yeah. It's all pig all the way through. AJ says, Chris, do I remember you saying once, did the De Agostini Falcon, and if so, are we ever going to see it? Yeah, I know. It's like massive. It's big, not bigger than Ted's U-boat, but it's definitely wider than Ted's U-boat. It's not the sort of thing I can hold and put on camera. There are pictures of it around on the internet, on my Facebook page, probably. If there aren't, there will be soon. Remind me. But yeah, I can't really show it on camera or whatever, and I can't turn the camera around because it's not lit over there. It's only lit over here. But yeah, there'll be pictures around in places. So yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it's the new lights getting in the way
now. Paul does say bench Space Marines of some sort. Belly chorizo pasta.
Oh well, good. Paul MD Tommaso said he stopped by the Italian bakery, picked up a couple of cannolis and a rum ball. Cannolis and rum ball. Oh, whatever that is.
Scott is obviously watching, but not in chat. He just sent me a picture of a book about photo-etch parts, the complete guide to photo-etch parts from AK, and it looks scary even looking at the book cover. So yeah.
No. Photo-etch isn't a dark art. It's just complicated.
Yeah, I think there's not lots of it. There's just a couple of like ladders and sort
of. So there's
railings.
There's no bending and forming or anything.
I think grab the top off. I think there's a ladder that goes over this bit here, so you've got to sort of bend it round and down, and there might be sort of handrails to it that fold up. But there's not lots. Yeah, I'm fully intending at some point tomorrow to knuckle down and start doing it. But yeah, it'll be filmed whatever happens. But obviously not. It's not an eModels build. This is a personal build, so it won't be on the eModels channel. You can find it on mine.
Yeah, the worst bit about Photo-etch is when you have to start forming sort of frameworks and things like that, and bending it, and then working out which way do you bend. It's sort of an exercise in mathematics. Where do I bend this part, and which do I bend that one first, and that one, and then you form it, and then you have to glue it or solder it.
Yeah, well, so I've done some of the Model Earth metal model things, which are all just a flat sheet of metal that you break off bits and fold and make into whatever. I've done, TARDIS. I haven't got any kicking around here. They're all downstairs. TARDIS and Transformers and lots of other different things, lots of Star Wars kits. So I can understand that. I can get my head around making the 2D metal into a 3D shape. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. It's just all the scare stories that I keep hearing that put me off a little bit. But
Vincent says an easy glue for Photo-etch is the Ammo by MiG Collie 21. Slow drying sino. A drop will stay wet for a while and it sets with applying a bit of pressure or by letting it dry off. I must have got that. I usually find that the quicker it goes off, the better. But without sticking it to your fingers. It's like doing the rigging on this submarine. It was all easy line and super glue, and you end up with your fingers about 2 inches thick at the end of the night because of all the super glue that's gone off on them.
It's probably the time to go out and do burglaries and stuff because you haven't got any fingerprints anymore.
You haven't got any fingerprints to take them all off.
Yeah.
Scale Adventure says, cheers from Romania.
My wife's told me if I sorted out the small room, you'd have somewhere to keep things. Yeah. So,
well.
Thank you. That was that started that off again. Yep.
Going on in there.
AJ says Chris show us the Falcon. No, not tonight. I can't. It's under stuff and yeah, it's not accessible at the moment.
Anders Eriksson says a question for folded Photo-etch parts. Do we prefer to glue or solder them together? Personally, I would like to solder them because it gives a nice, neat solder joint. Depending on how big the part is, Sometimes if it's where it's going to be seen, what it's going to be used for, sometimes a little drop of super glue does just bond them together. Yeah, I have done both. It depends how lazy I am, whether I can bother to get the soldering iron and all the fluxes and everything out. When you soldering Photo-etch, you've got to make sure it's clean. That means not handling it. The grease from your fingers on small parts like this will butch everything up. Clean it with some good flux, and then run some solder into it. I have a solder paste. I haven't got it handy, but I have a solder paste that I picked up at one of the model shows. That's really good stuff. You just you paint it on. It's just like paint. You paint it on, put the parts together, and then just apply heat with your soldering iron, and it just the two things together. But I would think for what you're going to use on your models, Chris, I think
I think it's mostly the Photo-etch being attached to the plastic rather than attached to itself. So yeah, I don't think it's soldering's a good option. Fox says the internet fell over again, just as Chris mentioned his cleavage. I have no desire to go back and see what I missed. Yeah, probably best just as well you didn't.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking where Fox is. His internet's broken. He's only just in chat. He can't be on video.
In chat, probably a good idea that after I've heard stories of him being hungover and having consumed lots of alcohol, that we don't actually physically see him this week. If we just have him in chat, he might not be it might be a sorry sight to see. Hair everywhere, beard and beard full of numbs from the kebab shop as you walk home, full of drink and things like that.
AJ says thanks for the stickers, Ted. He's obviously got a delivery delivered.
I've actually got half a dozen more stamps, so there'll be half a dozen more lucky people as well towards the end of the week.
Yay! And Fox says rule number 1 for Photo-etch: clean your bits.
Yeah, that's
if your bits are dirty, they won't stick together properly. So
yeah, that's it. Especially if you're soldering them. Well, especially if you're super gluing them. But yeah, and rule number 2: fresh super glue. Old super glue doesn't work. Vincent says putting a bit of flux on before folding the part helps as well as you can. Always reach everywhere after folding, especially important when using one of the felt tip flux pens. Yeah.
Jamie Bone has a question. Is it safe to put acrylic over enamel or enamel thinners over acrylic? I can never remember. Fox will be the one to answer that one, but he's not here.
Right, yeah. It's safe to put enamels over acrylics. It's not often advisable to do the other way around. You can do it if the enamel's old enough and it's used because it's hot, it'll crack.
Yeah, it stands a chance of it sort of reactivating and things, doesn't it? So
yeah. Yeah, that's it. It'll crack and work underneath your acrylic. It can be done, but sometimes you can get away with it. Sometimes you can't. Do you want to take that chance?
Oh, there you go. Fox has answered. He says enamel is fine on top of acrylics as the thinners will not activate them, but never put acrylics on top of enamels as they take a long time to cure, and you can never be 100% certain they're fully cured.
Yeah, you can sometimes get away with it, especially in small areas, or especially if you're just like putting a little dot in a big circle because the rest of the area can flash off through there. Paul, the MD Tommaso, I hope Ted finally sent out our stickers. Paul, I've got yours here. I haven't got any stamps for them because I'll have to go international for them, but I'll get round to getting yours out as soon as I can.
It's your own fault for not being local.
Yeah, move to England, didn't we?
Let's see. I saw a question there. Mark says Fox is using it as an excuse to sit through the show in a string vest and underpants. We can hope.
Yeah, well, he always sits through in his underpants. He just had the eModels vest t-shirt on. That's
sometimes the only thing he wears. So I do get worried sometimes when he gets up to point at something behind him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
there's always a danger.
Yeah, never ask Fox to stand up.
How do we know that you were unwell to begin with, Fox? Says Spid. Is mine there too? Says Nana Sunrise. I think you're going to get questions about all the stickers that you've got lined up, ready to go.
Yeah, I've got loads. I've got a big list in my phone with the people that I need to send stickers out to, but I'm getting around to them. So when I nip to the post box and post these, I'll try and buy some more stamps. I'll try and do the international ones, but it just costs a fortune to go international these days. Yeah.
Paul does apologise for not being local.
Yeah,
it makes it all better.
Yeah, next time you're in the UK, let's send us a forwarding address and we'll send them on.
Yeah, well, of course, when you finish the sub, you'll be taking it along to eModels. We'll have to figure out when it's going to be and arrange to take my stuff up there as well, and we'll have another meet-up.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll give everybody plenty of notice when we get down to eModels. I've still got to finish it, remember, I've still got to film it and finish it and then box it up.
So it'll be a few weeks yet, but yeah. we'll figure it out, and it'll be a Friday, no doubt, because
it could be. Yeah, we'll turn it into a Christmas event as well. We'll have a Christmas dinner as well. Cause
it's not going to be that long. You've only got to paint a little bit. Yeah, Dad says donuts, yay! Dad always takes donuts along.
Yeah. If you are coming to bring eModels, bring food.
Bring food. They'll make you a coffee.
Yeah, you bring the biscuits. They'll make you a cuppa.
Paul says me and Foxx can go up the ladders again.
Yeah, that's it. We always don't turn up too early, Chris. Because you'll be given a job.
I wouldn't do that.
Waiting for everybody else to arrive. Chris, would you mind pointing out
while you're here? Just this pallet.
That shelf right up there. Can you get that kit down for me? Speaking of eModels, then my next build. I've made a decision. Has anybody got any ideas? I've had one or two ideas what it could be. If you didn't know in chat, I put out a little Facebook post asking people to guess what is going to be the next build, or what do you think it should be. I'll give you 5 minutes before I tell you. But I've had a little around. I've had one or two suggestions in the past about this kit, and I've finally decided and asked James to reserve one for me. So we'll pick it up when we go down.
Yay!
Beck Storm says a Gumpler.
Ted's done a Gumpler. He's done one.
Yeah, I've did one once. What am I making? Guru said a human tooth. Yeah,
tooth. Half a horse.
Half a horse. Yeah, I'm building the other half of a horse.
Guano Man says to Foxx, you once said you talk to the camera even when it's not recording, so I'm now wondering if you're still reading out loud what people say, even though you're not on camera. I bet he is.
Anders Eriksson says Ted's building the Dora. Carl, hi Carl, says Scammel truck. I do have a Scammel truck. I would like to build it. Whether it'll be an eModels build, I don't know. Because I might just like to get that one done without the pressure of having to film it as well. Von Hollinghausen says a Hellcat.
Frog Spawn says phalanges.
Phalanges. Dancing phalanges. Another Trumpeter kit, says Andrew Preston. No, it's not another Trumpeter kit. I thought I'd do something different. But yeah, the Hellcat. The new one, the new Hellcat from Airfix. It's due out about now, isn't it? No, it's not the Hellcat.
Go on, tell people. People are wanting to know now.
Fox Buzz says a sailing ship with cloth sails.
Oh,
no. I've gone away from ships. Chris Golombowski says, Ted, how's the U-boat going? It's over there.
It's almost finished. He did a quick tour of it. You'll have to go back and watch it later.
Yeah, so scroll back to the start.
Not now. Wait till we finished.
And then you'll see it. A little view of it with a wobbly cam. Or you can look me up on Facebook. And,
something from Star Wars, says Beckstorm.
Star Wars, is that like Star Trek?
Yeah, it's just the same.
Right. That says a real Woodland Lakeland steamer. No. Right. I should have put on the misery and tell them.
Yeah, I think you should lock it on you and get your
Right.
picture out. And...
I'll find it first. Give us a second.
Oh, right, we'll let them keep guessing.
I'll find it. Right.
Chancer says a Resin 148th B36 Peacekeeper. I don't know what it is.
Right. Okay. Right. I shall lock it on me. Right. For my next build, eModels, I've decided that I would build something a little bit different.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. It's got tracks. However, it's going to be this. Yeah, I don't know whose model this is. This is featured on eModels. If I could build a model half as good as the guy that did this, I would be well chuffed. It's the Hasegawa 135 scale Zaxis Hitachi excavator.
It's bigger.
It's big. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's big, but not as big as a submarine. It'll fit on my bench. It's different in the fact that it's not a tank, it's not an aircraft, but it's like a tank, isn't it? Because it's got tracks.
Yeah, it's just like a tank. Yeah,
just like track. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just go back to it. There's lots of detail on it. There's lots of things that we could use. Lots of products from the metallic paints or paint effects, rubber hoses, dust and dirt, mud, everything like that. Dirt, dust, wood, rust, all the weathering, everything that's on there. So I thought that would be a good subject to show everybody techniques in doing everything. So yeah. So that's going to be shortly. Well, soon. I don't know when the start date will be. Oh look, I've just spotted. There's even a little light there. Lighting effects.
Oh.
Maybe. Never know.
Lots of approval in the chat there. A lot of people very happy with that. So it's very nice, interesting. Unusual in a good way, says Zadster. Michael Jackman says, wow, that looks great. Great subject. Interesting. Foxx says, mechanical dinosaur.
Yeah, could be a big grabby thing. We had a little bit of an argument. Well, not an argument, a discussion this morning, didn't we, Chris, about whether this is a digger. It's not a digger, it's an excavator.
Yep, it's digger. Paul says, yes, he'll be making a digger. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's right. I'm going to look forward to doing that. I've fancied the idea of building one of these for quite a while. I know Dad had built one. I think it was Dad had built one, and I saw his. His was a tree grabber, I think, that sort of thing. So, well, I've got that. Whether or not it goes onto a diorama, I don't know. Quite easy to do. So like a building site type diorama with the scale figures and things like that. So yeah, good.
What scale is the kit?
It's 1/35.
So yeah, there's lots of stuff available for it, isn't it, for diorama remaking?
Yeah. So yeah, Sandy Bo said it needs to be digging Godzilla out of the ground. Yeah.
Now apparently it needs to be excavating Godzilla.
Yeah, that's excavating. It's an excavator, not a digger. It's locked on me.
Are you still locked on you, or are you come off
it's not locked on me.
Not locked on you.
Yeah.
So I didn't want people shouting and getting too happy that they can't see me.
I'll put everybody out of the misery now. So yeah, maybe after that, I might have the upstairs workshop started, and maybe the Titanic might come along.
Yeah, well, it's probably a month till you start that one, isn't it? So then, a good few months work on that. So
yeah, whether I could go through that again, building a long-term project such as the submarine was. Although I did have some time out.
And so you had time off. It wasn't meant to be as long as it turned out to be.
Yeah, it's just everything came along together. So yeah, so we'll do that. Right.
Yeah.
So if anybody's any ideas what I could do with it, yeah, let me know.
Yep.
And yeah, of course, it's yours. If you want to buy it and build along, it's not
as expensive as the sub, is it?
No, it's 40 quid. It's on the eModels website. Just search for Hasegawa excavator, and it'll pop up on the new search engine.
Have they put one aside for you already? Have they?
Yeah, they put one aside.
So they're not going to buy it, and then you're not going to have it to pick up.
No, it's deleted. They put one aside, so that will have been taken off the availability. So yeah, there's still some in stock. It says. Have a look on the new eModels website. and build along.
Indeed. Talking about the new eModels website, shall we do the what's in store?
Why not? Yeah.
Shall we get in early?
We're going to do things a little bit quicker tonight because I've got to be up early in the morning.
And there's no Foxx, and Foxx does all the talking.
Yeah, and that's it. So that'll put about cut half the time down. So
easy, yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to go across to the what's in store. Then we'll give the stickers and things away and the mugs and things as usual. And then we'll see what sort of time we've got left, and we'll wrap it up a little bit earlier tonight, I think, because as I say, I've got to be up early in the morning. And I was up early today, and I'm wrecked. So that's it. Right, I'll tell you what then, Chris. We'll do what's in store. Over to you.
All right.
Yeah. So
have you locked it on me?
It's locked on you.
I shall sit here looking pretty for a little while. Foxx isn't here, so I'll do the thingy. I'll probably get it the wrong way around. Don't forget to refresh and drag. I think it's that way, isn't it? It's refresh and drag that way, not that way. That'll take you back to the beginning.
Yeah, well, at least you could see this, right?
Refresh and drag to make sure that you're up to date, because as ever, this is the what's in store, and it's themed. This is Foxx's what's in store though, so don't expect it to be, like mine. Don't look too deep. It's Foxx's, so yeah, it could be anything. I'm just reading it out for him because of his internet. So once I've gone through the items there, I'll come back to me and I'll say go, and that's the time that you put it in the chat what you think the theme is. So you put it in before, but don't hit enter until I've said go, because otherwise we'll ignore it and you won't win. You might win. If you do win, you'll win a big sticker, one of them.
Yeah, right.
Just for guessing what ties these things together, what theme they all fit into, what umbrella term covers all of them. So you should all be refreshed and back up and watching. I shall click on the share button. There's a couple of things missing. The things aren't down the side there, but we don't need them. That's fine. I shall find the correct window and share that one. And somewhere down there is the button that says share. So you should be now seeing that. Let's move the window so I can actually point at it and do things with it. You should be seeing the Azure 132nd block, MB152C1, red and yellow stripes. I don't know what all the numbers mean or anything at all. Yeah, so if you do, let us know. But other than that,
yeah, well, neither of us do airplanes.
More information. It's exactly the same information again, just in a slightly different order. So yes, it's a 132nd plane. So it's going to be a decent size. I think that's pretty normal for planes, isn't it? 132nd. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's quite big.
Pretty average, yeah.
Foxx
might still be in chat. He can give you more information because he picked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could tell you all about it. I don't even know if it's Russian. It sounds Russian.
That's got the British things, isn't it? The rondels, are they not? I don't know. I can't tell.
It's
a plane from some country.
Yeah, with red and white stripes.
Yes,
red and yellow stripes.
And Foxx says it's a plane. Yes, so there we go. We know everything about it. It's all great and easy.
We told you what Foxx does. He clicked on the first 6 things that came up on the eModels website, and he found some obscure link between them. That's how he does it.
No, I think I'm quite proud of him for this.
Rusting it's French. A lot of people saying it's from France.
I was thinking it might be French because I saw the tricolor thing on the back there.
The countryside below it, I was sort of getting this French sort of feeling about it. So, yeah, he says.
Yep. People are saying I should allow cookies. I didn't notice that was down the bottom there yet. Yes. So as ever, put it in your basket, add to your cart, and check it out. It's not yours until you check it out. If you do want to buy any, you can check out with PayPal or Amazon Pay now. You can use your Amazon payment information. So
don't forget, we don't know how many of these are in stock because we pick them just before the show. We do know it's live, but they might have one. They might have 101. But if you want it, slap it in your basket.
Yeah. Foxx says, remember, slap it in your basket. It's not yours until you pay for it.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so the second one of Foxx's selection is Tamiya Weathering Master Set, pale orange and ivory and peach.
No, I think that's Fox's makeup set.
It could well be. Now I've got a few of these Weathering Master sets. Not this one. I don't know what number or letter this one is. I don't know if it says down there. No, it just gives the model numbers and the stock numbers of it. I've got a few that have got oil stains and soot and mud and dust and things in them. But obviously this is another quite useful one if you need pale orange, ivory and peach.
Yeah, Carl at Making Models says planes and makeup. Yeah, fridge, and makeup. yeah, la la. Oh, yeah, never know.
Pink weathering says yeah, I'm not sure what weathering exactly you can use this one for, but I'm sure there'll be something. You know, why not?
The Speedy Q says a nice blusher set. Just got that shit. Yeah, you could use this for your makeup, Chris.
Yep, there you go. That's for now with the new lights. I should get some makeup and make sure you don't use the engine grease one instead.
I want to take that sheen off the top of your head. That's
yeah. Right. So that was the second one. Third up, we have the Tamiya 6x6 King Yellow. This is big.
That's I tell you something, if that turned up as a school bus, you'd want to go to school in that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. You probably wouldn't be able to get into it because the doors are too far off the ground, but it's 1/18 scale, radio controlled off-road vehicle. So it's actually radio controlled, yeah. That makes the price a little bit more palatable.
Yeah. Don't forget that eModels, not only do they sell plastic kits, but they are a RC specialist as well. So if you want to know anything about radio control, eModels are the place to go. Give them a ring.
I already said you could allow cookies. Why is it asking me about cookies again? Stop it. Right. Yes, so that's the third one.
Speed Q said health and safety would never allow that in the UK. They probably would, actually, because it'd be really safe for the kids, wouldn't it?
Not the ones that get run over.
Yeah, if you run into it, you'd just bounce off.
No, yeah. Right, next up, fourth, we have ammo 17mm green mechas, acrylic colour set. 6 different greens in there. We've got green, 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 and a very light green.
Yeah, and it's asking to allow cookies getting green.
It is, I think, at every page. If I go back,
did you open each page individually?
Yep, each page is going to ask me. I didn't do that one, did I? Look, there you go. Right. Yes, green mecha colours. It's a cheaper way of buying paint, basically. It's only $15.29 for the 6. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to build your stock up for paints. Is buying them like this.
I recognise that. I did one of them.
Yeah. Well, what is it?
Specially designed for mechas and other sci-fi subjects. 6 colours for the most popular mechas, for example, Zaku's. 4 different shades of green. I thought 6. Oh, right. No, I recommend. So, yeah, I don't know why it says there's 4 different shades of green, because it looks like there's 6. Interior light green, gunmetal and blue are in there as well. Obviously, they're complementary for painting certain mechas. You might want a blue, and a gunmetal is always useful. So, yeah.
Do you think you could paint a complete mecha Zaku in that colour?
Yeah, very easily. You could do a nice Zaku in those. I did mine in green. I used the other ones, the Vallejo mecha colour, but these are obviously very similar, just the MIG version. So yeah, 3 or 4 different coloured greens to get shading and that on the body, and the blue for adding some extra detail around the feet, and the other one. What was the other one? Gunmetal. Gunmetal, you can do some of the inner frame on that and metallic bits here and there. So yeah, that paint set will give you everything you need to paint a nice Zaku. Did Ted just identify a Zaku? I'm so proud, says Fox.
No, it's only because Fox said before it was a Zaku set.
I think you're just reading off the writings, yeah.
Yeah, it's because Fox said it was Zaku colours. Yeah.
Right, next up we have a little model kit. The Hasegawa
This
Kawasaki T4 Blue Impulse Egg Plane.
Yeah. My Skylar's, the granddaughter's got a Hasegawa egg plane and a brilliant little kit. She hasn't finished it yet because I don't want to pressure the kids to finish things, you know, to live by example, that sort of thing. Yeah, they're nice little kits, easy to go together. A weekend sort of build. Probably you could build it in a day if you really wanted to. Nice
I mean they're almost snap kits, aren't they? You don't need necessarily to glue a lot of it, but yeah, easy to build, fun, and cheap.
Fun. They look cute as well. They're smart. This is a T4 Blue Impulse egg plane. Plastic model kit. Mark Dale says he's just realised I wasn't watching live. What's third in store?
What's third in store? I'll nip through them again at the end. You can catch up then. Obligatory Foxx. What's in store? Egg kit. TM says Foxx. I've been really good. I've gone around the menus. Look, I'm learning. I've gone around the menus each and every time. Next one up, we have some indigo enamel. The Alclad candy, which gives very nice shiny metallic effects. Just looks lovely, doesn't it? So just the one color of that candy, liqueur paint, lacquer paint, even not liqueur. Don't drink it. That would be a bad thing. Yeah.
It looks like a bottle of medicine or a bottle of school ink, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's got that bluey shade to it. So, yeah. I'm expecting there's no more information for that, no.
Yeah. They're quite good, these arcade lacquers. Everybody's sort of raised by them for doing that very thing for the cars, things like that. I've never used them myself, but yeah, I heard good reports.
Foxx says, it was the school bus, and Mark Dale says, cheers, Foxx, will it get me in trouble? And Foxx said, yes. Well, the last one lined up tonight is the purple Mechas colour set. So another paint set, this time in purple.
Has it got a picture of a mecha down the bottom?
6 jars. No, you might also like other things, but no. It's just got a picture of it and a picture of it sideways. It's got a picture of a Gundam there. Which one's that, Ted?
It's just slipped my mind. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I've got no. It might not even be a real one. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's something.
Yeah, it's one of them anyway. If Foxx was here, he could tell us everything.
Yeah, Jamie Bone says we're being overrun by Transformers. Run! Yeah, it does seem to be a little bit Gundam heavy, doesn't it? I must admit. Yeah. Yeah,
you could tell Foxx.
Yeah, tell Foxx chose it.
Got you.
Right, so I'll nip through them again from the top. We have the Azure 132nd. I'm not reading out all the numbers. Red and yellow stripes, plastic model kit, a plane. We have the pale orange, ivory, and peach weathering master set from Tamiya. The third one for you, Mark, is the King Yellow 6x6 radio controlled school bus with huge wheels.
And for a third item, it's really cheap this week.
Yeah, it's not the door or anything. It's
Yeah, 175 worth your well-earned pence. Though.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Then we have green mecha colours.
Yeah.
We have the blue impulse egg plane. The indigo candy enamel Alclad paint. And finally, we have purple mecha colour set. So that's the 7 items there tonight. I shall stop sharing and move that window out of the way so I can actually see me again. Hello, I'm back. So, what's in store? What's the theme? Go. We'll just wait quietly for anybody to get it all right now, won't we?
Jamie Bourne. Is it maybe?
I know. I don't think that. I think Rusting Customs model is actually correct with colours of the rainbow.
Yeah.
Colours a little bit too vague. We need to tie you down a little bit tighter than that. So yeah, Rusting Customs, well done, congratulations. Colours of the rainbow. Foxx did explain that he couldn't find violet, so he went with purple instead. So, but it's close enough.
Yeah, if we could have gone with a picture of Bungle and Zippy and Jeffrey, but
Yeah, they might have been, but no, you didn't do that.
I don't.
So Rusting Customs Models, if you send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk telling us you've won tonight's What's in Store big sticker, at some point we'll get one of them sent out to you.
Yeah. I know that people have probably been on a bit of a winner because I've had the my stickers to send out for so long that they probably received bonus stickers as well. So if your name goes to the list, you might not just get a big sticker, you might get a little one as well, and maybe an extra one thrown in. So yeah. So but let us know it's a big sticker anyway. We won't forget.
So we've got everybody saying rainbow colours. Mark Dale says, I'm not entirely sure I want the next conversation. He's got to talk to his wife about buying himself a radio control school bus.
Yeah, well, it's not for you, it's for the kids, grandkids, next door's kids down the street. And you need to see that British industries kept turning and people are employed, so plenty of excuses to go.
All right. I've got a wifing accident downstairs, so I've just got to briefly run away. But I shall be back. I'll not turn off. I'll just turn off the camera, but I'll be back momentarily. So you can do something on your own, and I'll see you in a minute.
I'll just disappear from the camera as well and pick up some pictures. My box of my big box of stickers. They're in here somewhere. Look, stamps. Got stamps. Got envelopes as well. Got envelopes, and we've got stickers. Stickers, lots of them. Yeah, lots of stickers. So the next thing we're going to do is give a big sticker and a little sticker away. The question, to win it, you've got to be in it to win it. So don't forget, now's your time to refresh and drag. To win the 2 stickers, and we'll find a question for this week. He says looking round. Right. See, everybody's left me now and gone away. Sounds like Chris. Right. I've lost now. Yeah, right. We're going to do a giveaway for the 2 stickers, and the question is, I was just waiting for Chris to come back to.
I have returned.
Right.
I shall click the button so I can come back and be here.
Yeah, right. Do you still have? Right. I know the answer to the question. Earlier on, here we go. Earlier on, Chris gave you the fact of the day about the birth of a Dalmatian, a litter of Dalmatians. How many Dalmatians were there? Go.
I don't remember.
Can you remember, Chris?
I don't remember. I've just opened it up again. It's all right. It's still there.
Yeah. Can you? Go. Yeah.
Yes, Lewis is correct with 18.
18. Yeah. So thank you, Lewis. Send your address to ted@eModels.co.uk. Pick it up on the internet mailbag, and we'll get the stickers out to you.
Oh, that was the stickers one. Oh, cool.
Yeah, stickers. Right.
101 says Ashley. No, not 101. Not 101 says Asta, which is technically correct, but also wrong.
Right, where are we up to now?
I don't know. Is anything happening in the chat while I was gone? Let's have a look.
No, nothing.
No.
I just mumbled for a bit, and I don't think anybody understood me.
Mark Dow says, I don't know if using a 12-year-old as a defence is working out well. Can number 3 next week be a paintbrush, please? It's my turn next week, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Are we going to go next week? Yeah, Foxx should be back next week.
Foxx should be back. You never know, but yeah.
We'll hope to have a full show next week. We'll have a bit of a short show this week.
How did everyone remember that? Says Foxx. How do you not remember that? I thought it was 18. I did double check, but
it's a bit. Yeah. Do you notice though how folks have remembered your fact of the day, but they don't remember Foxx's?
I did notice that. Yeah, I think it's because when Foxx is talking and we don't listen.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's the same for everybody else.
Yeah. Just Foxx is talking, switch off. Never mind. You can talk about it, please, don't you?
It was only an hour ago, says Frogspawn.
Yeah, Jimmy Bourne says, Mark, it will be the new Titanic model. Yeah, that'll happen when the Titanic comes into stock. We'll be featuring that quite a few times at number 3 in the Glenn G. Glenn, you sent us a project of some picture. You sent us pictures. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I only get the TED email on my phone, and it's not ideal for doing things like that. I don't get email on my computer.
I've only got it on my phone. Because I'm logged in as eModels, I can't log out to get it back. Otherwise, I'll
next week when Foxx is here, Foxx gets his email on the computer.
We get it. Yeah. It's very, very good, very funny. We'll show it next week.
Spitty Q8 says number 3 next week. Winston & Newton Series 7, 1 foot wide, pure sable dry brush.
Yours are a steal at already 10% off at eModels.
Mark says I may just get away with that. Mrs. D likes Titanic.
Pete Rogers says, Ted, if you can't get to the post office, have you tried asking your postman if he'll take him for you? I never know what time the postman arrives around here. Sometimes you get out of bed and the post's there, and then you're having your dinner and the post will come. So I never know. And then I've got the envelopes, but no stamps to put on them. But we'll try that. Peter, I use a post box in Windermere, says Frogspawn. Yeah, could do. Yeah, I just frag them at work and let them pay for the postage. Andrew Preston says, would the Titanic be weathered? Probably not. Yeah.
I'm going to say only sailed the once, didn't it? So
they didn't get time to get a bit of a battery. It'd be weathered now, but didn't get much chance to be. Titanic would be weathered.
It's quite weathered now.
Yeah, do it now.
You'd have to buy 2 of them and do a before and after.
Right. What else we going to do? Should we do a mug?
We can give away a mug, yeah.
Should we give away a mug? Yeah.
Have you got a question?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Shall I do a Foxy write a number and a hand?
Have you got a Sharpie? I have looked at it right now.
I have a Sharpie and a hand that hasn't got anything written on it at the moment.
Just before we go on with that, we've got a serious question here from Gary Oak. 100. Gary York. Evening, gents and community. He wants to start a Star Trek Enterprise ship. I want them big, so what's the best scale? Have you done any Star Trek stuff?
I have done a couple, but not big kits. I don't remember the scale, but they were all only sort of so big. I know a couple of people that are in the chat have been doing some. Donald McKenzie says the Polar Light's 350 Enterprise. Yeah. I don't know what Frogspawn says 1-to-1. That'd be a nice big scale. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I do know that some of the Enterprise kits have been successfully lit with LEDs and things. So that's always an option. The bigger you get it, the more lights you can put in it. So yeah.
Fox says you're quite limited to available kits. It's really just a case of whatever you can find. The Revel kits typically offer the largest kits. Often they're around 1/350. And Polar Lights, as he says. Yeah.
I did pick up a Revel kit once and sent it to. No, never mind. They look to be quite good kits. Yeah. Anyway.
Animated engine nacelles can look quite good, says Esther. Yeah, I've seen some really nice ones. Vincent, Mr. Loth's model making, I don't think he's about tonight, but he's done a nice one or two. But yeah. So yeah, it takes a bit of work, but they can get there. Right, shall I give away a mug?
Yeah, we'll do a mug. Yeah.
I'll do a mug. I shall write a number on my hand. One of these mugs.
Do an eModels
Proper eModels mug. There you go.
mug. Yeah, especially
eModels for all your model making needs.
especially for our price.
So I have a hand with nothing on it at the moment. I shall write a number on my hand.
Yeah, remember, if you don't win them up tonight, you can get them on the eModels webpage at the price that they buy them for with free postage.
I have written a number on my hand. Nothing behind me that's reflecting or anything, is there? It's a number between 1 and 15. So go. The first one to get the number correct will win the mug. Got to remember not to close my hand because it might smudge it. It's not 37 because that's far higher than that. Lots of numbers. Why is everyone guessing 14? That's interesting. It's not right, but it's interesting. Yeah, Quantum Man says 69. That's higher than 15, so no, it's not that. And there we go. Ashley Sparrowhawk is the first one with the correct answer. Number 4.
Number 4. Well,
Number 4. Well done, Ashley. Again, send your email to ted@emodels.co.uk. Tell us you want a mug.
no, I think Jamie Bourne's cheating there. He's put them all in.
Is he? But no, that's 1.2.3. That's not right, and it's too late anyway.
It's far too high.
So if you'd have started and just sent them quickly like that, you'd have got there quicker. You can all stop guessing now. Yeah.
Yeah, what we'll do with the mugs is you send me your email address, your address via email. I'll forward it to the guys at the eModels web store, the eModels store, and they'll send one out in the post to you if they've got them in stock.
Yeah. Fox says, wait, are you using my hand number stick? Darn it, call my agent. No, it's not copyright because it hasn't got a little C next to it. So, yes, I stole it completely.
It's different. It's a different hand. Yeah, the hand's
different pen, different everything.
Yeah,
don't you write on the back of your hand as well? I don't remember, but yeah, you should have painted it. Too late now, says Zadster. Yep,
but then, because you've done it with a Sharpie, will it take a week to get it off?
Quite possibly, but
yeah. Where you'd be handing things out in the shop tomorrow, people would be looking for.
It's coming off a little bit. So yeah.
Right. What next?
I don't know. Did you use a permanent marker? Says Foxx. I didn't read it. Yeah, it's a proper Sharpie. Permanent marker, it says. Yep.
Yeah.
So we might have to do it again next week. And if we do it again next week, the number might be 4. Or I might put a 1 in front of it. It might be 14.
Yeah, well, we won't need Fox's hand next week.
We're just.
Keep yours. You could add a 1 to it or a 2.
Yeah, it could be 147, and we could go and take this one for ages. I've got lots of room. I can write lots of numbers in next to it.
Anders Ericsson says not even the same number as Foxx user number 4. So that's it.
Frogspawn says, "What's everyone having for super?" I think you mean supper.
Yeah, what's everyone having for supper? Yeah. What's going to be in your belly?
I've already eaten tonight, so I've got to go to bed. Not eating till tomorrow. Mark Dale says, any recommendations, please, for a satin yellow or grey paint? Yeah, I mean, what are you painting? Is it, if it's just a grey paint you're after, then there's thousands. I don't know. I don't know about a satin yellow, but what are you brush painting, spray painting? Is it a plain tank? Gundam? There's lots of different. Do you have a favourite brand of paint? They probably do it grey. I mean, everyone does grey paint, so I'm sure you can find something. Ferrari F40. Oh, right.
Yeah, Ferrari yellow then.
Yeah.
I would think for a Ferrari there will be specific Ferrari colours that you could actually choose from. Have a look at eModels. Just Google Ferrari and see it'll.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not done a Ferrari myself. I don't know if there is, as said, a specific colour for it, but I'm sure there is.
Michael Jacobin asks, when is the gallery going to be up and running on the eModels new website? That we don't know. I think there's work on going in the background to sort of get these things up and rolling again. But since they've rolled out the new website, I know Foxx had a bit of dealing in the background for it. It's
I think they're making sure everything works properly for the shop side of things before introducing new complications. So.
Yeah. Don't roll out. I know that everybody liked the gallery pages. It was going quite well. I had quite a lot of responses, so we'll look at them.
Foxx actually says it's not something that's available within the back end of the software yet. So it's as software obviously always gets updated and changed around. So at some point, I'm sure it will return, but there's no time frame on it yet.
Yeah. That's just all in the back end. That's behind the scenes stuff and sort of beyond our pay grade, really. But then again, everything's beyond our pay grade in here. So we'll go for that. Right. I think we're actually going to wrap it up a little bit earlier tonight because I'm about to fall asleep.
You can't fall asleep because you've got the button.
Yeah.
If you fall asleep without pressing the button, then I'm stuck here for 8 hours.
Yeah. Without you see, Foxx sort of talks for 3/4 of the show. We just make up the rest, and it'd be banging away on his keyboard out there at the moment. So, so a little bit of a shorter show tonight. Hopefully, we're back to normal next week. Sorry for cutting it a bit short, but I'm going to collapse in a minute. Honestly, I think I'm going to need to go to lie down because I've got to be up early again in the morning. Okay, guys, I've got your emails. Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know it's a little bit earlier than normal, but we'll resume a normal service next week. It's all this.
Yeah, we've got everything done. We've done.
Yeah, we've showed you that we're still here.
We've given stuff away. We've done the what's in store. We've talked about food. So that's pretty much it for the night.
We've done it. Yeah. But
Ashley's asking if you got his email. I haven't checked.
I've got a few emails that have just come through. Just Sparrowhawk, Lewis Hamilton, Michael Jacobin. I've got your pictures of the New Jersey. Yep, I'll have a look at them soon. But anyway, thanks very much, guys. I'll let you go and watch a bit of telly before you go to bed tonight, or go and spend some time on eModels website and have a look what they've got. So okay, thanks very much. We'll see you all next week, same time, same place, same back channel, or whatever they say. Good night.
We'll be around here somewhere. Good night all.
Good night.